Miracles happen to each and every one of us every single day. Have you thought about the different miracles that take place in your life daily? I know oftentimes we think of miracles as being large, grandiose situations, such as a person who was blind that can now see, or even the story of a young man who fell from a 22-foot story balcony and he lived to tell the tale. Indeed, those are miracles of great magnitudes, but there are no order of difficulty in miracles. What that means is that there's no miracle that's too big or too small. There can be a miracle in terms of you looking for a job and finally finding the perfect place to work. It can be a miracle in looking for a life mate and finally meeting that right person. Miracles can happen in so many ways, even as simple as a child being united with a puppy or a kitten that he or she has always wanted. These are all types of miracles because they are events that have changed your life from what it was to where it is now. As you will see in this little story that this young man tells, a story that involves grief, and yet a miracle has happened in his life as a result of this incident. Let's take a look. Hello, I'm asking people about miracles and wanted to ask you if you have a story about a miracle. A miracle is an event or series of events that take place that have changed your life from what it was to how it is now. So do you have something you'd like to share with us?
This one's maybe a little convoluted as a series of events that I guess you could call a miracle. In 2004, my partner and I found that our landlord where we were living in Glendale asked us to leave the house where we were living because he wanted to reoccupy his house. So really, we were faced with having to find new housing. And 2004 housing was really expensive in Los Angeles, and that this was the last weekend in April. It was a Friday when he asked us to leave by July 1. I started looking through the papers for rentals, decided they were really outrageously priced, and decided to apply for a mortgage. Applied for a mortgage and looked at the very small amount that I was approved for. Started looking around and got really depressed at the housing that was out there, either in neighborhoods where you may or may not feel safe or really dilapidated housing. One was over here in Burbank, and we leaned against the door of this one house and the door fell off in our hands. That was the last weekend in April. And it's a miracle, kind of like a door opening and one closing at the same time. Shortly thereafter, May 11th, my mother passed away. Difficult times. My sister and I had to deal with all that comes with the death of someone that you love dearly. And however, that provided the next series of events. My sister and I agreed that her house should be sold, mainly because neither one of us wanted to live there. It was a great house, but too many memories in that. What that afforded us is that my partner and I moved into the house, my mother's house, and prepped it for living, gave it all new landscaping in the backyard, redid the floors, painting with my sister's color choices. And so it was a joint effort of solving the problem. What that did is that the sale of her house gave us the extra money to put us into a different market for the house that we bought. And we found a house shortly thereafter. My sister was successful with her endeavors that she wanted to do with the proceeds from her sale. And this house is what you now see as a result of a series of events, though unfortunate in some respects, but allowing life to continue on in its circle and journey. So that's my story.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any questions?
That's excellent. No, that's a great story. Thank you.
Okay.
As it says in A Course in Miracles, miracles are natural. If they do not occur, something has gone wrong. So miracles occur in your life every single day. Just be very aware of what those miracles are. You may also be a miracle for someone else. You may give a smile and warm words of comfort to someone. That's a miracle for them. It may be that someone who really needs a meal and they're starving and you're able to provide that meal. That's also being a miracle for someone else. Perhaps what you're needing is a smile at a particular time, the right phone call from someone that you haven't talked to for a very long time. No matter what it is, miracles do happen. And there is no order of difficulty in miracles. What that means is that there is no miracle that's too big or too small. A miracle is simply a miracle. And when you start acknowledging and recognizing those miracles that come to you every single day, and when you recognize how you are a miracle for someone else every single day, you will be at a place where you will be able to be in more joy, have more love, be in peace, and of course help the world to become a much more harmonious place. To have miracles operating in your life and being aware of it also attracts more and more miracles, and miracles that may have greater and greater magnitude. In any event, you have a wonderful, blessed, miraculous day.